this chapter is going to be a combination of what's blooming and what's budding out. And this is himself's Annie's tree, the tulip poplar. He calls it a tulip tree. I've talked about it in a previous video that he remembers one from childhood playing under it. So we have named it for his nanny. This is Alta May. And Alta May had a little issue with deer, but we've got some plastic rubbery stuff around there to help with that. And look at her. She's budding out. Oh, she's so pretty. Oh, look at those leaves. So we originally bought a DB Blanchard magnolia for this spot. It has very dark green leaves with a bit of an orange tint underneath it, and it promptly died. So we were looking to replace, and this variety was at our local nursery, and it had been grown in the ground. The pot was in the ground, covered with a layer of straw, so it's overwintered, and it's a good sized tree. And the tag just had Southern Magnolia, and and I think there is Magnolia grandiflora, and I think the variety name is just Southern Magnolia. But I really liked it for its a very limey green colored leaves. So we shall see. I will probably still get another. I mean, and it's a good sized tree. I will probably still get another of the darker leaf ones, the maybe a teddy bear, or I'm not a fan of the bracken brown one. I don't really like the brown underneath the leaves because with the wind blows it makes them look dead to me. But we may get another of DD. I think it's DD. We'll put that on the screen. But for now, we have replaced, and this is Onifei's spot. So there we go. Ooh, there's a bee. Hello, bee. It's a bumblebee. So, blueberry check-in. Look at all those flowers. Yes, they're turning. Oh, they're budding out. So, as I say, we generally start picking blueberries mid-May, but who knows? It might be a little bit sooner this year. I think this is really going to be nice since himself cleared out all the scrubby stuff. I think we'll get more blueberries. Oh, got a branch down over here and a bug trying to buzz me. What's going on here? Hmm, I think that's a bit of dead that just got broken. And always keeping me company when I'm in the blueberries, the cows. The Curious Crew, I think, is in there with, yeah, there they are. I see them, see bits of, but there's more of a crowd these days. A lot of times it's just the foursome, the Curious Crew. So many blueberries to come. And just walking out here, so many bees. They keep flitting off, so I'm not catching that many on camera, but they're here. They're just buzzing around. Good job, guys. Good job. Keep it up. Keep it up. And we continue to work on the back border, and we've got, these are some perennials that I added in last year. I got them all at clearance. So this is the color is rose or pink. It's a perennial salvia, and I remember right, that's looking lovely. I think that is, what is that? What is that? Bee balm? Bee balm. I think it's bee balm. But look at this. So we've got the purple of the perennial salvia and a blue bonnet. And there's more bluebonnets in there. I think I'm gonna get them started here again. I had them at my old garden out on the hillside, and they did really well. Every so often I would reseed some whenever we lost some. But yeah. So, oh, there, back there. I think this right here, this right here, I think that's bachelor's button because I put a bunch out here last year. But also, I think it looks kind of weedy, but I think it's a flower. Oh, there's a peony. There's a peony. Ooh, what else can we see? So there's some more of that purple perennial salvia, and then ooh, the wind's blowing. So let me kind of hold this for you. Look at that. This is a bloomerang lilac. Love them. Love them, love them, love them. Bloomerangs, as the name suggests, they bloom off and on throughout the season, but the first splash of color is my favorite. Yeah, I think this was a good clearance sale find, this perennial salvia, because it's just going to get bigger and bigger. You see how quickly the red buds go? So this a week's difference, and the flowers are going away. Now this little section in here has a lot of bare spots. So I wanted a ground cover, and I found this, and I really like it. This is a black pearl ajuga. I am generally not a fan of ajuga. It just has never spoke to me. I think it's some of the varieties are kind of ugly, but I really liked this one with the glossy black leaves, and they will spread fairly wide. So that's what I need in here. I need ground covers to spread and keep the weeds down because I've been weeding and they still keep coming back. And yes, we are going to mulch later on, and there's some more of that perennial salvia. So I think this is just going to be a nice little addition to get some more, some ground cover in here to fill in. Also, since I've decided I found this variety that I like, I need to keep an eye out for more, maybe some like smaller bunches, which would be less money. So I've got like 12 and extended them down in here. This is looking pretty good. That perennial salvia. Oh, what a find. But yeah, if this could spread out and fill in, I've got an oak leaf hydrangea. I have a snowball bush in honor of Emily of Deep Valley. Oh, look, it's got a bud. It's got a bud. A childhood favorite series of books by Maud Hart Lovelace, Emily of Deep Valley, and a snowball bush featured in the story. So, yeah. So, and then, oh, what was this? What is this? What is that, a grape? I think that's a grape. No, that's not a grape. I don't know. I'm going to have to look back at my diagrams and see if I can't figure out what that is, or we'll wait and see when it blooms. So that's looking good. A little more oh, drip on it. A little more ajuga. We put a grape in there. Oh, I missed something over here. Let us go back. So I had a few like perennials that I had bought in late winter. And so this one is Fire Dance. It's a red twig dogwood. That came from Proven Winners. So I had that one. And then I had a yellow twig one. Where's my yellow twig? My yellow twig was a smaller plant and it got blown over and broken. And so I put it in the ground and I thought I'd put some sticks around it so I would remember it. And then this is a viburnum. I want to say black and blue. It's supposed to give good fall color. Oh, and a little oak planted by Mr. Nothing. Planted by Mr. Nothing. That. Huh. Yeah, I've got. So yeah, this is a red twig, which will make for really great winter interest. And somewhere there's a little bitty bit of yellow twig dogwood. We thought we marked it. It's probably. We'll find it. We'll find. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. So this one was a yellow twig. It got blown over and broken. So hopefully that comes on. All right. So yeah, we're walking up the flower bed. Careful not to step on things. So what else have we got? Blue bonnet, some sort of tree, and I'm just leaving it. Roses coming on. This is about where I stopped with my weeding. Also, we were kind of waiting for some rain to make it a little easier. Oh, we planted a grape. Grape. Yeah. So this is a red cascade. Got that from a local gardening place out in Stillwater, Bustani Plant Farm. If you're ever in Stillwater, Oklahoma, it is a great garden place to buy plants, tomatoes, and unusual things. A peony. I love peonies. Ah, so some daffies that are done. Okay, so, yep, over here. We have not gotten to the weeding on this. We're still working on it. We have more peonies. Ooh, what is that? I'm pretty sure. Hang on, hang on. Let's get this camera thingy done. Right, okay. Ooh, what is that? I'm pretty sure I planted it. Not sure though, gotta look it up. And hen bed back there. We added in, let me go around the side. So yeah, this is up next. I am feeling the I'm behind already. So I had put 3 in last year in this area as a backdrop, and I decided I wanted a couple more. This is Southern Living Sweet Starlight hydrangea. And it can take a lot. It supposedly can take full sun, and this is not full sun, but partial sun. There's some moments in the afternoon when it gets a lot. So I've got 5 in here now. I might add a couple more, but we're gonna go with 5 right now. So yeah, those will make a lovely backdrop. Okay, whatever those blue flowers are, I know I planted them. I think they were a bulb. Okay, gotta get out here and get weeding. Weeding. Ooh, there's a bit of blue. Let me look and see what that is. Is it a bluebell? I think it's a bluebell. And we've got, just ignore the weeds, people. Ignore the weeds. Another blue bonnet. We've got a few in here. I think I've had some poke salad over there. But yeah. So most of the daffies, we've got a few left. And I don't know if it's because we had that freeze when they were just all up, and then it got hot, but I haven't, some of my later ones don't seem to have popped up yet. We shall see. Look at this guy. Oh, that's a good looking bluebonnet. Now the reason I want them out here, I've also put some out, scattered seed out in the pocket prairie, but I love them, but they need to go to seed and drop seed for them to really do well. So you don't want them in the front flower bed where they'll look kind of messy. You want them out here where the daylilies will come on and the iris will come on, and you won't notice them when they get a bit scraggly. So yeah, I think that's about all that's blooming back here. Okay, I guess this goes in the blooper section. So I brought these out meaning to plant them, uh, and then it got dark and I forgot. And I missed them. I didn't get them planted. I was working. So we've got a yellow leaf bleeding heart. I really like that leaf color. And a pink lily of the valley. So yeah, I set these out here. I was going to plant them in this shady area, and it got dark, and I forgot, and I left them out there. So yeah, we'll get those in the ground. Ooh, I spy daffies. I think that's an older variety. That's a late, not older variety, later blooming variety. And they look at those tips. They're about to bloom. Yay! So we'll. I always hate for daffy season to be over too quickly. I love my daffies. So yeah, let's go see what's going on around front. I originally talked about working my garden in zones, and so zone one starts here at by the garage where we pull in, goes all the way around the front of the house to the side to the book porch. And so I weeded this early on, but it was starting to get some more weeds, and I want my front of house to be looking really good. So I came out here and I spent some time. I pruned. This is a native hibiscus. So I pruned any perennials that had dead left on top. I pruned those out. I weeded. I fertilized. Oh, this is a pretty plant. Black and back in black sedum, back in black sedum. A nod to himself's love of heavy metal. So I trimmed everything up in here. I fertilized. So yeah, here are some late blooming daffies. You can see they're about to go, but these smell really good. And things coming on. My purple um, violas are looking really good there, and I've got some little mini irises. Note to self, I am not planting violas in here for next year because the deer keep eating on them. So yeah, we're not gonna do that next year. My peony. Ooh, this is. I'll get the variety name, but this is the cross between a herbaceous peony and a tree peony, and so this has big, bright, beautiful yellow blooms. I'm so excited. That's one of the first things I added in my first spring in the garden. So yeah, this little area, everything has been weeded and whatnot. Then we have this little section that is, it's got a row of nandinas back here, which I like those. The red um, berries on them make for interest. And then there is this hedge, still to be determined what to do. It's got some serious dead chunks. I, I need himself to get creative and do something with that. So anyhow, moving on. That right there is a black-eyed Susan, I do believe. And then this is my butterfly candy butterfly bush. I trimmed it back really well. I watched a really great video from Jenny. Is her name Jenny? I think it's Jenny from Creekside about pruning back your butterfly bushes. She's in North Carolina, so a little warmer than me zone wise, but a lot of great advice for if you live in this part of the country. And up here by our newly planted tree, another boomerang lilac. Ah, just love those. I especially love the purple and this. There's Flower Friday of the week. So remember when I talked about color schemes and what you wanted with your brick or your siding or whatnot? My orangey brick looked so good with this color of azalea. This was here when I moved in. I have done absolutely nothing to it other than occasionally giving it some water in the heat of summer. But look at that. Oh my goodness. That's definitely Flower Friday. And then it looks like this was a salvia that was kind of zone adjacent. So that will be coming back. Looks like it's coming back. Sometimes I leave those just to see if they will make it or not. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. And it looks like I've got another round of daffies there. And then let's go see what's on the other side of the porch. So this side of the other side of the porch has gets a little less sun, but it has a big, pretty azalea as well. Once again, have done absolutely nothing to it except water, give it a little water in the heat of summer. Those Nandinas are looking a bit sketchy. I don't know if I need to got some dead in there. I need to trim out. I thought I'd give them I thought I saw some new growth, so I thought I would give them a little bit. Um, Iris coming on. Let me walk her. This, since this is close to the front porch, I've put a lot of little mini things here, mini irises, mini penny daylilies, that sort of thing. So yeah, this side gets more shade, but ooh, this sweet shrub, sweet shire, Aphrodite. Anyhow, I've loved them for a long time, so I finally had a space for one. So I planted that last fall. Hopefully, looks like it's coming on strongly. And then we have these contorted filberts in raised beds. Once again, this was all here when I moved in. And one round of dappies back here that already bloomed. But yeah, this side doesn't get as much sun, but still a great example of what you want in your color scheme against your brick. Because if this had been a pale pink azalea, it wouldn't be near as pretty. Um, a white one might have looked nice, but yeah, we love this color. I think it's a coral. Just gorgeous. Definitely Flower Friday. As I say, this area here gets it's shaded a lot more in the summer, especially. And so last year I did impatiens all down in here, and they looked really good. I also had some sedum, which looks like it's trying to make a comeback. But the highlight is this oak leaf hydrangea that was gifted to me by my garden club when I moved. Uh, and so will always be a very special plant to me because it represents my years with the garden club, and I just love that it was a gift from them. And it does really good here. And I'm thinking I might actually add another oak leaf there. Also, we have this one little scrubby holly down there that doesn't quite fit, but okay, maybe we'll do something with it. Maybe we won't. So I'm thinking another oak leaf there, and another oak leaf here, and then maybe some hellebores. And this year I'm trying to go with more perennials than annuals. So we shall see. Alrighty, I think that's it. Let me see if I see anything else. So I kept meaning to get over here and get a video of this particular little mini daffodil before it got out of bloom. And it was either always something too windy, too bright, too something. But it's about gone. Teeny tiny little daffodil that I brought those from my old house, and I'm going to pop a picture in there of what they look like. But aren't they adorable? Just an adorable, teeny, tiny. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Just a teeny, tiny little daffy. So pretty. And there is, oh, what is that? What is that blooming? Ooh. So I came outside to take my photo for the cover of this week's chapter. and it just feels so good. It's overcast. It feels like rain. You can feel it in the air. So, fingers crossed, we have chances tonight and again on Friday. Also, today is April the 1st, and seeing the 10-day forecast as far as temperature goes, and there is not another freeze there. So that gets us till April 11th. So we might possibly be not going to freeze again. We shall see. We'll still keep an eye on the weather. I think that's something that gardeners just naturally do. So, yeah, anyhow, hoping for rain. Fingers crossed. So, happy Flower Friday, and I will see you next week.